गुड इवनिंग, नमस्ते एंड सत श्री अकाल। मैं हूँ आपकी होस्ट एंड दोस्त आरजे दिव्या शर्मा और आप सुन रहे हैं इंस्पिरेशनल विंग्स ओनली ऑन रेडियो उड़ान। और मैं हूँ आपके साथ सीधे नंगल स्टूडियो से पंजाब। So listeners, I hope you all are doing good. You all are feeling up. But even if you are feeling stressed or low, then don't worry. I have brought this inspirational ride to make you feel up, to make you feel positive. Before I start the show, I want to tell you that if you want to drop in your instant messages, views or feedbacks, then just open your Skype ID and add us. Our Skype ID is Radio Udaan. Let us begin our first segment. In this segment, we are going to talk about a moral story. The title is It's Never Too Late. It was an unusually busy day for the hospital staff. 10 new patients were admitted and nurse Susan spent the morning and afternoon checking them in. Her friend Lily and Jane prepared 10 rooms for the patients and made sure they were comfortable. After they were finished, she grabbed Lily and said, "We deserve a break. Let's go eat." Sitting in cafeteria, Susan noticed Lily absently wiping the moisture off the outside of her glass with her thumbs. Her face reflected a weariness that came from more than just a busy day. "You are pretty quiet. Are you tired? Or is something wrong?" Susan asked Lily hesitantly. However, seeing the sincere concern in her friend's face, Lily confessed, "I can't do this the rest of my life, Susan. I have to find a higher paying job to provide for my family. We barely get by. If it weren't for my parents keeping my kids, well, we wouldn't make it." Susan noticed the bruises on Lily's wrists peeking out from under her jacket. "What about your husband? We can't count on him. He can't seem to hold a job. He has got problems." "Lily, you are so good with patients and you love working here. Why don't you go to school and become a nurse?" "Yes, why don't you go to school and become a nurse? There is financial help available and I am sure your parents would agree to keep the kids while you are in class." "Ah, it's too late for me, Susan. I am too old for school. I have always wanted to be a nurse. That's why I took this job as an aide. At least I get to care for patients." "How old are you?" Susan asked. Let's just say I am 30 and something. Susan pointed at the bruises on Lily's wrist. Ah, I am familiar with problems like these. Honey, it's never too late to become what you have dreamed of. Let me tell you how I know. Susan began sharing a part of her life few knew about it. Was something she normally didn't talk about, only when it helped someone else. I first married when I was 13 years old and in the 8th grade. Lily gasped. My husband was 22. I had no idea he was violently abusive. We were married 6 years and I had 3 sons. One night, my husband beat me so savagely he knocked out all my front teeth. I just grabbed the boys and left. At the divorce settlement, the judge gave our sons to my husband because I was only 19 and he felt I couldn't provide for them. The shock of him taking my babies left me gasping for air. To make things worse, my ex took the boys and moved, cutting all contacts I had with them. Just like the judge predicted, I struggled to make ends meet. I found work as a waiter, working for tips only. Many days my meals consisted of milk and crackers. The most difficult thing was the emptiness in my soul. I lived in a tiny one-room apartment and the loneliness would overwhelm me. I longed to play with my babies and hear them laugh. She paused. Even after 4 decades, the memory was still painful. Lily's eyes filled with tears as she reached out to confront Susan's story. Now, it didn't matter if the bruises showed. Susan continued. I soon discovered that waitresses with grim faces didn't get tips, so I hid behind a smiling mask and pressed on. I remarried and had a daughter. She became my reason for living until she went to college. Then I was back where I started, not knowing what to do with myself, until the day my mother had surgery. I watched the nurses care for her and thought, I can do that. The problem was I only had an 8th grade education. Going back to school seemed like a huge mountain to conquer. I decided to take small steps towards my goal. The first step was to get my GED. My daughter used to laugh at how our roles reversed. Now I was burning the midnight oil and asking her questions. Susan paused and looked directly in Lily's eyes. I received my diploma when I was 46 years old. Tears streamed down Lily's cheeks. Here was someone offering the key that might unlock the door in her dark life. The next step was to enroll in nursing school. For 2 long years I studied, cried, and tried to quit. But my family wouldn't let me. I remember calling my daughter and yelling, "Do you realize how many bones are in the human body? Am I have to know them all? I can't do this. I am 46 years old." But I did. Lily, I can't tell you how wonderful it felt when I received my cap and pin. Lily's lunch was cold and the ice had melted in her tea by the time Susan finished talking. Reaching across the table and taking Lily's hands, Susan said, "You don't have to put up with abuse. Don't be a victim. Take change. You will be an excellent nurse, believe me. We will climb this mountain together." Lily wiped her tears-stained face with her napkin. "I had no idea you suffered so much pain. You seem like someone who has always had it together. I guess I have developed an appreciation for the hardships of my life." Susan answered, "If I use them to help others, then I really haven't lost a thing." Lily, promise me that you will go to school and become a nurse. Then help others by sharing your experiences. Lily promised. In a few years, she became a registered nurse and worked all the time alongside her friend until Susan retired. Lily never forgot her colleague or the rest of her promise. Now, Lily sits across the table, taking the hands of those who are abused in body and soul, telling them it's never too late. We will climb this mountain together. So listeners, this was a story. It's never too late. The moral we derive from this story is that it's never too late to begin a new journey. So, never let the circumstances overpower you. Never be a victim. Always try to have faith in yourself, self-belief, and remember, it's never too late. We will climb this mountain together. तो दोस्तों, अब टाइम होता है एक छोटी सी म्यूजिकल ब्रेक का. तो मिलती हूँ मैं आपको इस म्यूजिकल ब्रेक के उस पार. हैप्पी लिसनिंग एंड कीप इंस्पायरिंग.
रहता हूँ पर मैं आवारा नहीं, छोड़ा खुला दिल को मगर खुद को बिगाड़ा नहीं। ऐसा लगे तेरे बिना अब तो गुजारा नहीं, किसी का भी होगा ना मैं हुआ जो तुम्हारा नहीं। तू ही तो है ख्याल मेरा, तू ही तो है करार मेरा, झूठे नशे जहाँ के सभी, तू ही तो है खुमार मेरा। तू ही तो है ख्याल मेरा, तू ही तो है करार मेरा, झूठे नशे जहाँ के सभी, तू ही तो है खुमार मेरा। जिंदा हूँ तुझ पे मर के, भूला सब तुझको पढ़ के, कैसा ये प्यार तेरा। मैं यारा तेरे आगे देखो दिल हारा हूँ, मैं यारा जैसा भी हूँ जो भी हूँ तुम्हारा हूँ, जो तेरी चाहते समेटे वो किनारा हूँ, कैसे मैं ये कहूँ। मैं यारा तेरे लिए ज़मीं पे उतारा हूँ, मैं तेरी भोली वाली आंखों का इशारा हूँ, जो तेरी चाहते समेटे वो किनारा हूँ, कैसे मैं ये कहूँ। तू पास भी, तू प्यास भी, तू रास भी, मैं हो गया हूँ तेरा। तू ही तो है ख्याल मेरा, तू ही तो है करार मेरा, झूठे नशे जहाँ के सभी, तू ही तो है खुमार मेरा। तू ही तो है ख्याल मेरा, तू ही तो है करार मेरा, झूठे नशे जहाँ के सभी, तू ही तो है खुमार मेरा। जिंदा हूँ तुझ पे मर के, भूला सब तुझको पढ़ के, कैसा है प्यार तेरा।
Hello दोस्तों, are you looking for positivity and enthusiasm in life? Then don't worry. This brand new show called Inspirational is just for you. So guys, to enjoy this beautiful ride with your own RJ Divya, don't forget to tune us every Thursday 9 to 10 only on Radio Udaan. दोस्तों, एक बार फिर से स्वागत करती हूँ मैं आपकी होस्ट दोस्त आरजे दिव्या शर्मा, आपके अपने शो इंस्पिरेशनल विंग्स में। तो दोस्तों, इस सेगमेंट में यू ऑल नो दैट फ्रॉम अ लास्ट कपल ऑफ वीक्स वी हैव बीन प्लेइंग सम इंटरेस्टिंग ऑडियोज और सम अदर इंटरेस्टिंग clips. So दोस्तों, I hope you will enjoy today's clip as well. And our today's clip is all about pain is temporary motivation. तो दोस्तों, प्ले करने जा रही हूँ मैं ये मोटिवेशनल सा ऑडियो आप सबके लिए, तो ध्यान से सुनिएगा। मिलती हूँ मैं आपको इसके बाद।
Listen to me. Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside. And something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever. Y'all spoiled. Some of y'all spoiled. Just bottom line. Your parents have done everything for you. You never had to do nothing for yourself. You're spoiled. We're going to keep it real tonight. Some of you are spoiled brats. Every time you ever got in trouble, somebody in your house got you out of it. Every time you've done something you're not supposed to do, people say, Eric, your mother's a tyrant. You're right. She kicked me out. You're right. She's mean, but she developed a man because she put me out there and said, you're going to have to grow up. And some of you have never learned to grow up. And so every time something get hard, you quit, you call mama. I dare you to take a little pain. I dare you. I dare you not to go home. Somebody said, I don't go home, I feel bad. Go through it. You ain't going to die. At the end of pain is success. You're not going to die because you're feeling a little pain. I'm not eating like I eat at home. That's why you're about to go to the next level, because if you keep eating like you ate at home, you'll keep being a boy or a girl. It's time to become man, woman. But I'm exactly where I wanted to be because I realized I got to commit my very being to this thing. I gotta breathe it, I gotta eat it, I gotta sleep it. And until you get there, you'll never be successful in life. But once you get there, I guarantee you, the world is yours. So work hard and you can have whatever it is you want.
तो दोस्तों कैसा था ये ऑडियो? पेन इज टेम्पररी एंड एट द एंड ऑफ पेन देयर इज सक्सेस. तो दोस्तों पेन से मत डरिए, बी हैप्पी, बी मोटिवेटेड एंड बी इंस्पायरिंग. तो दोस्तों ये थी एक पेन पे बेहतरीन सी ऑडियो और मैं मिलती हूँ आपको इस छोटे से म्यूजिकल ब्रेक के उस पार. आप बने रहिए बिकॉज आफ्टर दिस म्यूजिकल ब्रेक आई हैव ब्रॉट a success story for you. दोस्तों, keep listening and keep motivating.
देखो जरा कितना हंसी है फिर ये समा है ना, जी ले जरा एक पल मिला जो तन्हाई का है ना. वही हंसना हंसाना, कुछ कह के यूं शर्माना, कुछ बातें यूं ही आंखों से ही कर जाना. अच्छा लगता है ये चेहरा तकते जाना. अब आज गए हो तो ना फिर जाना. यही दुआ यूं ही सदा ये रास्ता गुम होगा, ये डर तुम्हें है ना। मैं आस पास ही कहीं हूँ, इतना यकीन तो है ना। तेरी हर आहट का चुप चुप के पीछे पीछे आना, मुझे तन्हाई में तेरा एक लम्हा दे जाना। शायद ये लम्हा भी फिर खुदा ने तेरे मेरे मिलने का सोचा है बहाना। यही दुआ यूं ही सदा तेरे लिए धड़के जिया, धड़के जिया। पलकें यूं झुकी तो कुछ हुआ था, ये पल जैसे रुक सा गया था। मेरे सपनों में भी हर बार तू आना, अब आज गए हो तो ना फिर जाना। यही दुआ यूं ही सदा तेरे लिए धड़के जिया, धड़के जिया, धड़के जिया। धड़के जिया।
तो दोस्तों अब हम पहुंच चुके हैं थर्ड सेगमेंट में, और इस सेगमेंट में यू ऑल नो दैट वी टॉक अबाउट करेज, डिटर्मिनेशन, इंस्पिरेशन एंड मोटिवेशन, एंड समटाइम्स वी आल्सो टॉक अबाउट सक्सेस स्टोरीज. So today we are going to talk about one of such success stories, and our today's story is about a hero. जी हाँ दोस्तों, हम रियल हीरो तो बहुत देखते हैं, बट कई रियल हीरो हैं जो रियल लाइफ में भी हीरो हैं. So today we are going to talk about Boman Irani. Film and theatre actor Boman Irani was introduced to cinema at a very young age, when he was only 12. His mother used to insist him that he should go and watch the same movie 20 or 30 times and learn from it. But he took a meandering path to become an actor. His first job was working as a waiter. He then sold burritos from the family store and later became a photographer. getting into acting was almost an accident. जी हाँ दोस्तों, for Burman, getting into acting was almost an accident. Today, with more than 60 films under his belt, including hits such as Munna Bhai MBBS and Three Idiots, Irani has also forayed into television with an interview-based serial titled The Achievers Club. जी हाँ, titled The Achievers Club. The problem with Indian cinema, he notes in this interview with veteran operations and information management professor Karthik Hosengar. He states that there are no good scripts. Irani was a participant at the recent Wharton Indian Economic Forum (WIEF) held in Philadelphia. Burman Irani said, "I have always been interested in cinema. I was a student of cinema even when I was a 12-year-old in Bombay. We had a theatre called Alexander Cinema, and my mom used to actually encourage me to go and watch a film almost every day. If I watched the film the next day, she would ask me what I was doing. I'm just playing. So she would tell me to go and watch the movie across the street. But I watched it yesterday," I would say. She would ask me the name of the film. "Pyasa," I replied. Then she would tell me to watch it again, and this time pay extra attention to the lyrics. And she would send me again and tell me to pay attention to the cinematography and the lighting. जी हाँ, सही सुना आपने. And she would send me again and tell me to pay attention to the cinematography and the lighting. I never really understood why mom would encourage a person, her son, to watch so many movies. Well, I used to watch movies 30 or 40 times. Movies that were way beyond my age group. I wasn't watching Disney movies. I was probably dyslexic when I was a kid. In those days, we didn't have a name for the kind of deficiency. We were known as the duffers of the class. That was the terminology, and I was not really academically inclined. When I graduated from school, opportunities were not great for someone like me. So I took up a waiter's course and was a waiter for a couple of years at the Taj Mahal Hotel in Bombay. Then my mom had an accident. I had never had a dad. We had this little shop which I took over. It used to make and sell burrito chips. That wafer shop was in the heart of the cinema district. So, every night after I closed the shop, I would go and watch a movie. We had about 30 cinemas around us. Half of them have shut down today. After 12 years of sitting in the shop, I got married. I had responsibilities. The money that came from the shop ran the family. I needed to do something different and I picked up photography. And yes, I bought myself a camera. I started doing very basic photography. Wedding photography, going to the airport and shooting groups that were going away. I made ₹20 or ₹30 a picture. By the time I was 32, I had started doing professional photography, said Baman Irani. तो दोस्तों, और भी बहुत महत्वपूर्ण चीजें हैं बर्मन ईरानी जी के बारे में, जो कि इस पर्सनैलिटी को और भी चार चांद लगा देती है. तो आप बने रहिए मेरे साथ. मैं हूं आपकी होस्ट दोस्त आरजे दिव्या शर्मा और शो चल रहा है इंस्पिरेशनल विंग्स. तो कीप लिसनिंग एंड आई विल बी बैक राइट आफ्टर दिस शॉर्ट ब्रेक. बात चल रही है बर्मन ईरानी की.
नगमे हैं, शिकवे हैं, किस्से हैं, बातें हैं.
यादें. ये यादें कई बार हंसा जाती हैं हमें, मुस्कुराने पर मजबूर कर जाती हैं हमें, और कई बार रुला देती हैं हमें. फिर वो यादें अपनी जिंदगी की हो या दूसरों से जुड़ी. दोस्तों, ऐसे अनगिनत राज हैं बॉलीवुड में जो आज तक खुले ही नहीं, और अगर खुले भी तो बहुत कम लोग जिन्हें जानते हैं. तो चलिए, कोई बात नहीं, मैं आरजे पुनीत सोनी लेकर आ रहा हूं आपके लिए यादें कही अनकही इस शो में, जिसमें होंगी यादें बॉलीवुड से जुड़ी हुई, होंगे फसाने और उनसे जुड़े तराने. तो सुनना न भूलिए हर मंगलवार रात 10 से 11 यादें कही अनकही, यादें अनकही, यादें अनकही, यादें अनकही, अनकही.
आप सुन रहे हैं इंस्पिरेशनल विंग्स आरजे दिव्या के साथ.
वेलकम बैक दोस्तों. पिछले सेगमेंट में बात चल रही थी एक सक्सेस स्टोरी की, स्टोरी ऑफ बमन ईरानी. तो हम थे by the time I was 32, I had started doing professional photography. Then, dance choreographer and Hindi film personality Shamak Davar walked into my studio and said, "You know, you are an actor." Burman said, "How do you figure that?" "Because I am telling you," he replied. he took me to meet theatre personality and ad filmmaker Alok Padmasi, who auditioned me for a musical purpose. Shamak Davar insisted that I act in that play. I was paid rupees 200 a night. We only did 10 shows, 5 months of rehearsal, and that was it. But I got great reviews, Burman said. Then I got another offer for a play. We would booked their shows for it. It was an experimental play. 2 men on a park bench having a conversation. It ran for 10 years in the big theatres. It became a huge hit and people started talking about me as an actor. I had never bargained to be an actor. Suddenly, I realized that I was learning acting on the job. I read a lot of books. I observed. I used to do a lot of exercises on my own. Developed by myself, take notes all the time. I was naive. Because I was naive, I had no ego about learning. Long answer, sorry, Burman said. Hosanagar replied, no, I appreciate that. It set up context really well. You have acted in close to 60 films by now. Today, as an actor, what kind of opportunity excites you, Burman? Is it working with a certain kind of actor? Or is it working with a certain kind of director? Or maybe is it a certain kind of screenplay? I think that you can give a great performance in a mediocre movie and it will demote itself to an ordinary performance because the screenplay isn't great and there's no resonance. But if you do a good performance in a great film, it promotes itself to a great performance. So, I think it's very important to pick scripts that are relevant. Well, why should every movie be about social change? Why can't we have movies that touch your heart and talk about human nature, relationships? Where's the social change involved in all that? I want to be challenged as an actor, but only in good scripts. Otherwise, I am very happy to lead myself to an entertainer. I am very happy doing that also. But there is always one for the people and one for the soul. That's my mantra at that point of time. Like all actors, I think no actor can really operate or do better if he is not frustrated as an actor. He should feel unfulfilled at all times, even if he has got 6 Academy Awards. He should feel unfulfilled because it is only when you are angry with yourself that you need to go out there and say, I have a lot more to give you and to myself, and I am not doing enough. It is not about opportunity. Opportunities come. But India cinema is suffering from mediocrity today. We do not have scripts that can make a mark on the international stage. Hosanagar asked, how do we fix that then? Irani, I wish there was a quick fix. Hosanagar, what is the underlying issue? Is it that good scripts are not being greenlit? Is it that good scripts are not being written? Irani replied, I think good scripts are not being written. There were some very important films that were made last year. It was like a good French wine year for cinema. But not one of those films could hold its own internationally. Sometimes good scripts need not be successful. But if there is a plethora of great scripts, at least a few will get great lit. However, if there is just one great script hanging around somewhere, nobody's even going to know. There has to be a plethora of great scripts coming from every angle, because from that 5 or 6 or 7 good films will come out in that year. Hosanagar asked, do you think the industry is not nurturing writers? Irani replied, yes, but of late there have been attempts. We are moving in the right direction and certain people have been working on it. Otherwise, the scripts that are being greenlit are about business. You have a great script, come to me. But those great scripts aren't really internationally great. I am not saying that they should be winning Oscars, but they should receive respect and credibility across the board, across the world, in festivals. Well, Oscars are not the ultimate things. We believe that only because we have grown up on Hollywood films, I think we can do well internationally too. We have the talent. We might not have the education. So Boman Irani's success story is indeed a success one, because getting into acting was almost an accident for him. But we all know that he is doing a credible work in our industry. So today, Boman, with more than 60 films under his belt, including hits such as हम सभी ने सुना होगा और देखी भी होगी, मुन्ना भाई MBBS and 3 Idiots, Irani has also forayed into television with an immense spirit. So this was a success story of Boman Irani, from a waiter shopkeeper to a superstar. तो दोस्तों, ये थी एक इंस्पायरिंग करने वाली स्टोरी, एक रियल हीरो की रियल स्टोरी. तो इसी तरह आप भी इंस्पायर करते रहिए और मोटिवेट होते रहिए, और मैं अब आपको मिलती हूँ एक छोटी सी म्यूजिकल ब्रेक के उस पर. सो कीप इंस्पायरिंग, कीप मोटिवेटिंग एंड keep listening Radio Udaan. I'll meet you after this musical break.
है तुझको जब से हाय मैं तो हिल गया, लगता है मेरे सीने से दिल निकल गया। देखा है तुझको जब से हाय मैं तो हिल गया, लगता है मेरे सीने से दिल निकल गया। मम्मी से क्या डैडी से भी मिलाऊंगा तुझे, और जो भी मैं कहूँ तुझे लगता है क्यों गलत। पलट तेरा ध्यान किधर है, ये तेरा हीरो इधर है। तेरा ध्यान किधर है, ये तेरा हीरो इधर है। तेरा ध्यान किधर है, ये तेरा हीरो इधर है। तो पलट, तुझे इतनी भी खबर है कि तेरा हीरो इधर है। तेरा ध्यान किधर है, ये तेरा हीरो इधर है। तेरा ध्यान किधर है, ये तेरा हीरो इधर है। अरे आ कहीं कॉफी पिलाऊं तुझे मैं, हाँ यार कोई पिक्चर दिखाऊं तुझे मैं। चल ले चल तुझको ऐसी जगह, ओ मेरी जान जा, जहाँ हमको नहीं हो किसी की खबर, जहाँ लागे लगे ना किसी की नजर। अरे जो भी मैं कहूँ तुझे लगता है क्यों गलत। पलट तेरा ध्यान किधर है, ये तेरा हीरो इधर है। तेरा ध्यान किधर है, ये तेरा हीरो इधर है। तेरा ध्यान किधर है, ये तेरा हीरो इधर है। तो पलट, तुझे इतनी भी खबर है कि तेरा हीरो इधर है। तेरा ध्यान किधर है, ये तेरा हीरो इधर है। तेरा ध्यान किधर है, ये तेरा हीरो इधर है। कहता है क्यों मुझसे जमाना, अरे हाँ नहीं आसान है तुझको पाना। तेरे नखरे उठाऊं सनम, मुझको तेरी कसम टांग दूं चांद को। तेरी खिड़की पे मैं टांग दूं जान को, तेरी कुर्ती में मैं। अरे जो भी मैं कहूँ तुझे लगता है क्यों गलत। अरे पलट, तेरा ध्यान किधर है, ये तेरा हीरो इधर है। तेरा ध्यान किधर है, ये तेरा हीरो इधर है। तेरा ध्यान किधर है, ये तेरा हीरो इधर है। तो पलट ना, तुझे इतनी भी खबर है कि तेरा हीरो इधर है। तेरा ध्यान किधर है, ये तेरा हीरो इधर है। तेरा ध्यान किधर है, ये तेरा हीरो इधर है।
So friends, now we have reached the last segment of this inspirational ride. तो अब समय और नहीं रहा कि मैं और बात कर सकूं अपने लिसनर से। बट दोस्तों, जाने से पहले मैं आपको याद दिलाना चाहूंगी कि अगर आपको ये शो पसंद आ रहा है और नहीं भी आ रहा है, then don't forget to drop in your messages, views and feedbacks. Our website is www.radioudaan.com. You can also add us. Our Skype ID is Radio Udaan. और अगर आप Facebook यूज करते हैं तो जल्दी से हमारा URL नोट कीजिए और हमारा Facebook पेज लाइक कीजिए। URL is www.facebook.com/radioudaan. तो दोस्तों जल्दी से अपने व्यूज, फीडबैक्स और किसी भी तरह के पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव व्यूज भेजिए और हम सभी आरजेस आपके व्यूज का, फीडबैक्स का बेसब्री से इंतजार करते हैं। तो दोस्तों आई विल मीट यू द नेक्स्ट वीक द सेम डे थर्सडे द सेम टाइम 9 to 10 ओनली ऑन रेडियो उड़ान अ फ्लाइट ऑफ लाइफ। तो अब मैं लेती हूँ इजाजत, पर आप बने रहिए इस रेडियो उड़ान के सफर पे, बिकॉज कमिंग अप नेक्स्ट इज डेट विद स्टेट विद योर ओन आरजे ज्योति मलिक। Good luck and best wishes. This last song is just for you. Keep smiling and keep motivating. Good luck.
क्या मैंने सोचा और क्या हुआ, क्या दिल ने चाहा और क्या मिला, अब जीत कैसी और हार क्या, किस पे भरोसा एतबार क्या, फिर भी दिल में आस है, आंखों में तलाश है, तुम जो साथ हो एक सुबह आएगी, रोशनी जलाएगी, अब की जो रात हो, one love, धड़कन रहे, one love, मिलकर रहे, one love, एक आसमां, एक जहां, one love, नया जोश है, one love, नई सोच है, one love, हमें है यकीन, one love is all we need. It's late at night, I'm still wide awake. Think this is far more than I can take. I thought my heart could never break. Now I know that's one big mistake. I refuse to give up. I refuse to give in. You're my everything.
That's right. Come on.
I don't wanna give up. I don't wanna give in. No, no. Everybody sing. One love for the mother's pride. One love for the time we cried. One love, gotta stay alive. I will survive. One love for the city streets. One love for the hip hop beats. One love. Oh, I do believe one love is all we need.
That's right.
Baby, just love me, love me, love me. Baby, just hold me, hold me, hold me. Oh, love me, love me, love me. One love. Baby, just love me, love me, love me. Baby, just hold me, hold me, hold me. Oh, love me, love me, love me. One love for the mother's pride. One love for the times we cried. One love, gotta stay alive. I will survive. One love for the city streets. One love for the hip hop beats. One love. Oh, I do believe one love is all we need. One love, धड़कन रहे. One love, मिलकर रहे. One love, एक आसमां, एक जहां. One love, नया जोश है. One love, नई सोच है. One love, हमें है यकीन. One love is all we need.